Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakadash, and double honor to those great millstone I love His truth, and also to the whole elect that scattered abroad. I'd like to say shalom, and come back here today with another great and powerful lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So the title of today's lesson is The Reset Has Begun. So I'd like to say shalom to all our listen and learn. Hope this will help you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So that about the reset has begun. And how do we know it? Unrighteous decrees, and that about we seeing it is coming into play. Tartarian law, and that about it, the WHO, and that all these things that happen. That 100-mile enforcement zone, and that about that your Fourth Amendment right. So a lot of things are happening. We'll not be able to buy or sell. We'll not be able to go into another city. That about that beast system is speaking loud and clear. The reset is happening right before our eyes. So a lot of people, they're having rolling blackouts, and that about the summer is just beginning, and that about it, he's getting ready to implement his new world order, one world government, one world currency, and that about these things are coming into play. The economy is getting ready to crash, and that about the end of the dollar. A lot of things are happening. Order out of chaos, and that about that reset has begun, and that about it that you seeing food shortage. The supply chain line are breaking down. A lot of things are happening all around. Hyperinflation. It all has been engineered from the left hand side, and that about it that we're not ignorant of Satan's device. So that about it, he is rolling out his plan, and that about it, when you read about that in Revelation chapter 12 and 12, the devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath because he knowing that he has a very short time. So the title of the day's lesson once again is The Reset Has Begun. So I got a little quick video, about a 19-second video, that after the video we'll put a few scriptures around, and I hope that you get edified by the lesson today. And we get started. One moment. Once I get the video up, we get started. One moment, and here we go.
Listen, Patriot has already started. The whole shopping center shut down. No electricity. They ain't letting nobody into the stores. Look at this. Nobody, people trying to get the medication can't get in.
So it's just a quick video, but that about is that, the reset has begun. One moment. And the reset has begun. And men of the Lord, we constantly warning you left and right. And that about is that, it is here. It is at the door. And that about is that, it is time to seek the Lord. And that about that, the man was saying in that video that, they was trying to go in and get groceries, get supplies in the place where it's closed down because of what? Rolling blackouts, power outages. And that about it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. So a lot of people are being warned right now that their power is going to be out from what? For they saying weeks, but that about we knowing that it's going to be months and months, and that about all hell is getting ready to break loose. So in desperation, a lot of people are going to be a part of this reset. But that about, but the men of the Lord and the true believers of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, we would not bend a foe. And that about it has begun. And that about that 100-mile enforcement zone is already set up. And that about it, they putting you in a chokehold. And that about it surrounding you. And that about it, total chaos, total control. And that about it, we constantly warn you left and right. Either you will hear or either you will forbear. So we'll start the lesson. Let's start with a quick open up the lesson in Isaiah chapter. One moment. We'll start up the lesson. One moment. Salakia. We'll start up the lesson. One moment. Let me get to my Bible app. One moment. And we'll start in Isaiah chapter 10. One moment. Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. And it reads, it said, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievance which they have prescribed. What have they prescribed? And that about the WHO, the 100-mile enforcement zone. And that about it, it's only going to get worse. And that about it, you will not be able to buy or sell. That Revelation chapter 13 is getting ready to come into play. That is the biggest part of this reset. And that about that hokey pokey is getting ready to come back into play. And that about whether you know it or not. So they starting with these rolling blackouts. They starting with these food shortage. All these food facilities has burnt up, and that about all the cattle and stuff. They're killing off everything to put you in a chokehold. You know what I'm saying? Famine. You know what I'm saying? Starvation is coming back in a big way. So they want you to come under their total control. And that about it. How they start is with starving you out. And that about it. Taking away your what? Your luxuries. Your light, your water, your food. Your necessities of life necessity of life. And that about we constantly warn you left and right. We seeing it rolling out right before our eyes. And that about the Lord is visiting the earth that He created. And that about is that we are in the birth pains. And that about we seeing it real time. And that about we are excited. Rejoice ye heaven. And that about the reset has begun. This new world order. Total control. And that about is that the Lord said He will save us from the hour of temptation. Jacob's trouble is right upon us. And that about it. Hey, it's time to seek the Lord. So now let's go to let's get another quick precept. Let's go to Habakkuk chapter 2. One moment. Habakkuk chapter 2. One moment. Habakkuk chapter 2. And we'll start at Habakkuk chapter 2, and we'll start at verse 1. And it reads, "And I will stand upon my watch, and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what He will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved." And that about we're standing on our watch, and we seeing all around us. We seeing the signs of the time. We're redeeming the time wise, because that about we're in the evil time, and that about we're at the beginning of sorrow. So that reset has begun, and that about this devil is moving lightning fast, and that about that he's getting ready to try to perform his enterprise. He's getting ready to put you in a chokehold. He's getting ready to strike, and that about that we trust and believe in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that about even though this reset has begun, we have been warning you, starting with the elders of Great Millstone and on down. And that about is they know we are here. So you still thinking that this is a game? And that about it is rolling out real time. And that about it keep telling you hyperinflation, food prices going through the roof, and telling you about what the truck drivers and stuff. All these things are engineered from the left hand side. So once the truck stop, once the food is no more food, then it's total chaos. Kill or be killed. And that about all these unrighteous decrees are getting ready to come down. Martial law, Tartarian law, all these things are getting ready to happen. And that about it get ready, to feed you things being idle. We constantly warn you left and right. And so I about everyone will have to make a decision on the planet. A global event is getting ready to occur. That reset, what we are talking about, is the new world order. But the new world order, what is coming is Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, the kingdom of heaven. It is at hand. So now, let's start back up. Habakkuk chapter 2, and we'll start back up at verse 2. "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon table, that he may run that readeth it." Verse 3, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." And out about it is speaking loud and clear that beast system, this reset is constantly coming into play left and right. We seeing the signs of the time. They're already surrounding us. UN peace keeping truth are getting ready to come into America. Russia and China truth. All these things are getting ready to come into play. Total chaos. And that about we constantly warning. And that about it's time to watch, pray, and be so. And that about though it tarry, it will surely come. And that about it is here. It is at the door. It already has begun. And that about it's getting ready to get worse and worse. The Lord said, "Through much tribulation, ye shall enter the kingdom of heaven." And that about we knowing the signs of the time. And that about the Lord said He revealed His secret to the prophet. And also, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the time. So you will have a stable mind when all these things are constantly coming to pass. It shall come to pass. And not about everyone else will be bugging out, becoming faint-hearted. And not about the Lord already said all these things will happen. So He preparing us mentally, and spiritually. And not about we have that mindset. We're not worried about a damn thing. And not about even though they're rolling out this reset, but they're in for a rude awakening. But the reset that is coming, once again, is the kingdom of heaven. So Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is getting ready to return and set things back in the order. And we cannot wait. So rejoice ye heaven. So now let's go to one moment. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 13. Isaiah chapter 13. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit. Quick lesson through the Spirit before I go home. Just got all work from the plantation. Isaiah chapter 13. One moment. Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 6. And it reads, "Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty." Verse 7, "Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man heart shall melt." Verse 8, and they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another. their faces shall be as flames. So that about it, it's going to be total confusion. A lot of people it's going to be unbelievable. Oh Lord, what's going on? Jesus Christ. And that about it, it's going to come upon you, like a thief in the night in thy security. And that about it, a lot of people are still are relaxing. They're very comfortable. Got AC right now. You know what I'm saying? Still watching your favorite shows. And that about it, the internet is still on. You still have these luxury, but that is about it, they're getting ready to be snatched away from you. You will be howling with vexation of spirit because you did not seek the Lord. When the Lord stretched out his hand and that about it, you know what I'm saying? You turned your back on it. You know what I'm saying? You despised it and you was a mocking. That about it, you getting ready to starve to death. You getting ready to go in FEMA camps and that about it. You getting ready to bear all these elements and that about it. And you in truth finna come in and that about it finna slaughter 2/3 of his people, get ready to be cut off and down inside. That reset is already here. And that about it is that, it is hell to pay. And that about it is that, we seeing it all around us. And that about it, total death and destruction, persecution, great death. You know what I'm saying? Great mourning is right upon us. In the middle of the Lord, we're constantly sounding along, and we seeing this reset is constantly coming into play. And that about it, the devil is getting ready to lose his damn mind. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, he's getting ready to bring forth his enterprise. And everybody that, the Lord, when he strike, the Lord is getting ready to strike right back. That spiritual power is on the way. And we cannot wait. So the Lord said he will deliver us. He will help us in those times of trouble. And we are here. Though it tarry, wait for it. It's speaking loud and clear. That beast system, that 5G blockchain, it is coming into play. Man, we are here. So the end is being manifest. It is being clear. It is obvious. If you cannot see, because the Lord has blinded you, he don't want you, and you will be destroyed on this side. So now let's start back up. Isaiah chapter 13, we'll start back up at verse 9. And it reads, behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, but with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Verse 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. And that about is that, the Lord is getting ready to lay this place down. Judgment is right upon us. And that about it, a lot of people that did not think about the Lord, did not consider. And that about, they weren't even worried about the signs of the time. And that about, you're getting ready to catch hell. And that about is that, starvation. You know what I'm saying? All your luxury, all your possession. And that about, it's getting ready to be stripped for you. Get ready to be stripped from you. And that about it, the Lord is getting ready to take all of your goodies away from you. And that about, this place is getting ready to become a third world country. And that about it, all the resources are drying up. America is breaking down. This place is finished. And that about, our people are still playing games, but the games are almost over. The reset has begun. The new world order, one world government, total control. And that about, if you do not submit or consent, if you want to be a part of that system, you will be totally destroyed. And that about, we caution one, we will not consent. And we will not submit. And that about, only one we will submit to is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. That's the reset that we're waiting on. We trust and believe in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Woo, the Lord is getting ready to return. So now, let's go to, one moment. Let's go to Revelation chapter 13. Let's start up here. Revelation chapter 13. One moment. Revelation chapter 13. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit. Revelation chapter 13. One moment. Revelation chapter 13, and we'll start up. One moment. Let's start up at verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live. And that's talking about the revised Roman Empire. And that beast system is speaking loud and clear. And it is online. And this WHO, the New World Order, it is here. And they're performing their enterprise. And they're setting it up. And they're putting you in a chokehold. They want everyone to submit. And if you do not submit, they will be what? You will be killed. And that these guillotines, these FEMA camps, all these things are already, it's set up. The stage is set. And that about the reset has begun. So now let's start back up at Revelation chapter 13. We'll start back up at verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that about that reset is getting ready to come into play. And that about anyone that would not take you know what and take you know what. And that about it that, you know, you will be put to death. And that about it that, just like we're telling you, great death, great mourning is right upon us. And that about when a lot of people begin to starve to death, or when a lot of people don't have the necessity, they are going to what? They're going to be in total desperation. And that about they're going to what? They're going to fall down and bow down to this what? To this beast, this 5G blockchain system, that the NWO, the WHO. And that about they're getting ready to feed you things, being idle. And that about we constantly warn you left and right. It is here. The reset has begun. So now let's start back up. And that about it. And it's speaking loud and clear. Now, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their forehead. And that about how do he causes all this to go down, you know, to receive this what? This mark. And that about how is he causing it? And that about it, you know, food shortage, you know what I'm saying? Rolling blackouts. He's taking all of your what? All of your necessities of life away from you. And that about he's putting you in a chokehold. And a lot of people still cannot see it. And that about the devil is busy at work. And that about you still are playing game, worrying about Father's Day, or 4th of July, drinking and being merry as of the days of Lot, as of the days of Noah. And that about it is nothing new under the sun. And these devils are constantly going to work. And that about it, you know, that's how he is causing great and small, you know, to receive that mark. And that about it, that, you know, a lot of people gonna line up like clockwork and take because they'll be starving to death. They want the necessities of life. They want them a pack of cigarettes. They want a 6-pack. They want their weed. You know what I'm saying? All of this are things that will totally get them totally destroyed because they are carnal. And that about they are the truth. They'll get ready to be cut off and die on the side. And that about that the Lord is getting ready to take all of these goodies away from you. You living comfortable right now. You drinking good. And that about all of a sudden these devils getting ready to roll and strip you down. And that about it getting ready to feed you things being idle. That reset has begun. And that about it you see in that video. The man said that, hey, they cannot get their medicine, their medical supplies. And that about the store was closed because of what? You know what I'm saying? No electricity. And that about it's going to get worse and worse. You gonna go to Walmart one day, it's nothing there. So a lot of people, you gonna go to the gas station, it's nothing there. The whole store will be empty. And that about a lot of people gonna be bugged out of their mind because you know why? They did not seek the Lord. He said, the Lord said, they shall seek me early, but they shall not find, because they what? They was that rebellious house that did not want to return to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So now let's start back up. Revelation chapter 13, we'll start back up at verse 16 once again. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, and free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their forehead. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, said he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And that about is that is getting ready to come into play. And that about it, you seeing all these foods, the gas prices going up through the roof. And that about people are constantly coming afraid. And that about they don't know how they're gonna pay their bill. They don't know how they're gonna do this and that. And that about that, you know, the world is coming to an end. And that about a lot of our people still cannot see it. And that about it's all around. This place is breaking down brick by brick. And that about the Spirit of the Lord is moving through the earth. And that about it that, you know, when you cannot pay your light bill, when your lights are be out, mean to say, when your lights be out, when your water be out, when you don't have any food, who you going to turn to? It is only one way, on one ounce. That is Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. If you be a part of this, you know what? This beast system, you will be totally destroyed because you did not believe. And that about you did not have the faith. And that about you will be totally destroyed. So now, let's go to our last and final script and we'll close out. One moment. Let's go to our last and final script. Let's get a quick precept. Let's go to Revelation chapter 3. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon upon the earth. And that's talking about that reset. And also it's talking about what? Jacob's trouble, a great time of trouble that we had never seen before. And the Lord will keep us from that. And because we seeing the signs of the time. And we will have a stable mind in these times of trouble. And that, we are here. It is at the door. And that, any time now, all the food is running out. All the resources is drying up. And it's time to seek the Lord. And that, why he can be found. The door of repentance is closing. You know what I'm saying? And we are here. We're at the end of the world. And the men of the Lord, we're constantly sighing and crying left and right. The reset has begun. So now, let's go to Ephesians. We'll close out here. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 13. And we'll close out here. One moment. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 13. One moment. And it reads, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. And that, you know what I'm saying? You must, have this great wisdom and not this understanding. You know what I'm saying? And that, it shall be the stability of the time. And that, you got to put on the whole armor of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh, faith. You know what I'm saying? And that, got to be built up. You know what I'm saying? You got to be, you know what I'm saying, grounded and seated. You know what I'm saying? And that, keep your eyes on the prize. And that, the reset has begun. And that, the Lord has his hands on her. We will be in the secret place of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh, this gospel, this understanding. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have a stable mind in these times of trouble. So everyone else will be losing their damn mind. And that, we're going to be, on cruise control. And the Lord said, my servants shall eat, they shall be hungry. And because they did not seek the Lord, they're getting ready to starve to death. All these abominations, eating pork rib, chitlins, you know what I'm saying, eating all these things that's abominable to Yahweh, by Hashem, crab legs, shrimps, crabs and lobster. They loving it right now. You know what I'm saying? They drinking good, being merry, and the Lord getting ready to strip all of that away from them. They shall be howling and vexation of spirit, because they're not paying attention to the signs of the time, and the reset is going down. And the devil is making his move, and he's making his move each and every day. And we constantly warn you left and right. It is here. It is at the door. So now let's start back up. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. Verse 15. And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Verse 16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. So that all the fiery darts of the wicked is getting ready to come upon us. The devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath. The devil is getting ready to fill his belly. And that is that he's trying to perform his enterprise, which in fact is the new world order, this global reset, this 5G blockchain system. And that is that, he's trying to merge you with the machine. And that about AI, pseudo salvation. You know what I'm saying? Pseudoscience, you know what I'm saying? And that about it, from the left-hand side. And that about none of those things will not work. And that about the Lord's getting ready to reset everything. And that about it, we cannot wait. Woo! The kingdom of heaven is almost at hand. So now, Ephesians chapter 6, and we'll start back up at verse 17. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 18, praying always with all prayers and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perverseness and supplication for all the saints. And that about it, that, that's what we're doing. Constantly praying, constantly asking the Lord, how long, oh Lord? And that about it, staying in the Spirit each and every day, and keeping the faith, keep doing the work, keep pushing. And that about it, and standing on your feet and staying on fire for Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So the title of the daily lesson, once again, is The Reset Has Begun. So I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rikakadash. And I like to say, Shalom.